Good morning, everyone. We had begin with a new chapter, democracy, right? We had discussed about what democracy is. What do we mean by democracy? That is rule by the people. Then we discussed about two forms of democracy, direct and indirect democracy, and why democracy is important. Also, we discussed about two tales of democracy, about Chile and Poland. Now, we'll discuss the case of Chile in detail. Workers of my country, I have faith in Chile and its future. Other men will overcome this dark and bitter moment when treason seeks to prevail. What is treason? When you betray your own country. Keep in mind that much sooner than later, the great avenues will again be opened, through which will pass free men. Avenues means great doors. Will again be opened, through which will pass free men to construct a better society. Long live Chile, long live the people, long live the workers. These are my last words, and I am certain that my sacrifice will not be in vain. I am certain that at the very least it will be a moral lesson that will punish felony, cowardice, and treason. Felony means a brutal crime. Cowardice means everyone knows one being coward, right? And treason means when you betray your own nation. So it is a speech given by someone. These are the last words of someone. And whose last words are these? These last words are of Salvador Allende. Salvador Allende. Now, these are some extracts from the last speech of Salvador Allende. He was then the president of Chile, a country in South America. The speech was given on the morning of 11th September 1973, the day his government was overthrown by the military people. Military dictatorship was there. Allende was the founder leader of the Socialist Party of Chile and led the Popular Unity Coalition to victory in the presidential election in 1970. Coalition means when two parties join hands together and form a government, right? In Hindi you can say Gathbandhan, right? Gadbandhan, you've heard of it, right? Parties coming together and fighting elections together. So Allende was the founder leader of the Socialist Party of Chile and led the Popular Unity Coalition to victory in the presidential election in 1970. After being elected the president, Allende has taken several policy decisions to help the poor and the workers. These included reform of the educational system, free milk for children, and redistribution of land to the landless labor. Means he's someone who is working for the people, right? He was someone who has benefited people from his policies. He was someone who understood the true meaning of democracy, right? And his main aim was to work for the people of Chile, right? To benefit the people of Chile with his policies, right? And he had taken care of all his citizens. He was opposed to foreign companies taking away natural resources like copper from the country. The landlords, the rich, and the church opposed his policies. Why? Because they could not make profits, right? He was the someone who believed in equality. He was the someone who believed in equality of status. So definitely one section of the society will not be happy with him. And so they were not happy. The rich class people, they were not happy with him. The church people, they were not happy with him. The foreign companies who wanted to settle down in Chile for its resources, for its natural resources, they were not happy because they were not getting a chance to establish themselves in Chile, right? They wanted to, they wanted to establish themselves in Chile and use its natural resources. But what did Salvador did? He did not let any of the foreign companies to enter into Chile. So he was opposed by many foreign nations also, and he was opposed by his countrymen also. Why? Because he treated everyone equally. So the rich section was not happy with him. Some other political parties in Chile also opposed his government. Military coup of 1973 on the morning of 11 September 1973. The military took over the seaport. The defense minister was arrested by the military when he arrived at his office. The military commanders asked the president to resign. So finally what is happening? Military took over the control. The military attacked the government, right, and started taking the control from all the important ministries. He took from all the important ministerial houses. They attacked all the important members of the ministries, and the very first one to be attacked was your defense minister. Then the president was asked to resign. So they have attacked the government people. The people who were holding important position in the government, they were directly attacked by the army. Allende refused to resign or leave the country, but realizing the danger to the country and to his life, he addressed the people on the radio, part of which we have read in the beginning. Then the military surrounded the president's house and started bombing it. President Allende died in the military attack. This was the sacrifice he was talking about in his last speech. A government elected by the people was overthrown by the military through conspiracy and violence. What took place in Chile on 11th September 1973 was a military coup. General Augusto Pinochet, an army general, led the coup. Coup means group of people. The government of the United States of America was unhappy with Allende's rule and is known to have support and funded activities that led to the coup. Why was the government of United States of America unhappy? Because in Allende's rule, they were not able to access the resources in Chile, right? They wanted to take control of the natural resources in Chile. But Allende did not allow any of the foreign companies to settle in Chile, right, and misuse their resources. That is why government of United States of America was not happy with Salvador, and they have helped the military people to take over the control of the government. Pinochet became the president of the country and ruled it for the next 17 years. From a government that was elected by the people, the power was shifted to the military officers. They could do so as they wished and no one could question them. Thus, a military dictatorship was established in Chile. Pinochet government tortured and killed several of those who supported Allende and those who wanted democracy to be restored. Yani anyone, who raised voice against Pinochet, anyone who supported Allende and his policies, anyone who asked for democracy was brutally killed by these people. These included General Alberto Bachelet of the Chilean Air Force and many other officers who refused to join the coup, means who refused to be a part of this dictatorship. So General Bachelet's wife and daughter were put in prison and tortured. More than 3,000 people were killed by the military. Many more were reported missing. No one knows what happened to them. Now, restoration of democracy. Pinochet's military dictatorship came to an end after he decided to hold a referendum in 1988. Referendum means election. He was so confident that people would vote for him that he decided to hold an election, right? He felt confident in this referendum. The people would say yes to his continuing in power. But the people of Chile had not forgotten their democratic traditions. Their vote was a decisive no to Pinochet. This led to Pinochet losing first his political and then his military powers. The hope Allende expressed in his last address was realized. Felony, that is brutality. Cowardice means someone who's a coward, someone who didn't have the courage to fight. And treason means someone who has betrayed his own country, were finally punished. political freedom was restored in Chile. Since then, Chile has held 4 presidential elections in which different political parties have participated. Slowly, the army's role in the country's government has been eliminated. The elected government that came to power ordered inquiries into Pinochet rule. These inquiries showed that his government was not only brutal but was also very corrupt. Do you remember a little reference made earlier to General Bachelet's daughter? General Bachelet, who was General Bachelet? He was the chief of the Chilean Air Force, right? He was killed and his wife and daughter were imprisoned and tortured in prison, right? So that girl, Michelle Bachelet, right, was elected president of Chile in January 2006. A medical doctor and a moderate socialist, Michelle became the first woman to be a defense minister in Latin America. In the presidential elections, she defeated one of the Chile's richest men. In the photograph which is given in your book, right, it shows her victory speech, which she's saying to her supporters. Because I was the victim of hatred, I have dedicated my life to reverse that hatred and turn it into, and why not say it into, love. Because I was the victim of hatred, I have decided and I have dedicated my life to reverse that hatred into love. Now, what you will do, you'll go through the chapter in your book first, right, and go through go through this lecture, right. If you have any query, you will be asking me on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.